program in 2015 to power the students and faculties of these institutions with the academic license of our software, which can be used for various kind of dissertation work, market research, projects, and many more. Okay, so with an association of more than 1,000 plus institutions across the country, we have successfully executed many contests and events for students. To list a few, we have tie-up with institutions like IIMs, IITs, Delhi University, University of Pune, Bombay University, Pilani, SP Jain, NICMAR, and many more. Okay, so under the academic sponsorship program, we have recently started with student engagement programs, of which summer and winter internship program is one part. Okay, in this internship program, we will assist every single student to complete their internship in a very convenient, knowledgeable, and moreover digitally powered process. Okay, so hence we have started the round of webinars for you all. So in last week, we conducted the first round of webinar, which covered the designing of survey and how you can make it look smarter and professional. Okay, so before we move ahead on our today's topic, I will just quickly brainstorm you what we covered last week to ensure that we all are on same page. Okay, so I've already shared my screen with you. So let's log into my account. So this is our website, www.QuestionPro.com. This is our home page. On the right top bottom, you have a icon, or sorry, tab, sign in. We have created account for all the students. Okay, I'll once again show you how I actually did this. So you sign in. Need to put your password here. So this is how your account page looks like. So I'll just walk you through briefly, like how you create your own questionnaire. So click on create survey. We already have 75 plus readily designed templates, in fact professionally designed templates available on our website. So in case any of this topic is of any use to you, or if you're studying on any of this topic, you just need to click and use this survey. You can also use few questions, like suppose in case if you have, for example, this is website satisfaction, you can use this entire questionnaire, or else in case there are few questions which you need to take from this website satisfaction survey. So we have 14 questions out of 14, 3 are of your use, so you can just take 3 questions as well. Now there is also a method where people actually make their questionnaire on Word. So we also have an option over here, import from Microsoft Word. It will automatically get converted into QuestionPro platform. Then in case if you have to make your own new fresh study, then just click on start from scratch, give it a name, say for example test 1, create. So this is how your page looks like. So we'll start with adding a questions. I'll just walk you through what types of questions we have. I'll just help you in understanding how you can add a question. So we have 2 types of questions. One is basic and another is advanced. In basic, we have multiple choice. So just for your reference, I'll add one question for you. So this is how you add a question. How often do you conduct surveys? So this is one question. These are 2 options already available. In case if you want to add more option, just click on add option. If you want to add more, just click on add option. For example, weekly. I'm sorry. Monthly. So this is how you actually add questions. In multiple choice, we have 2 types of questionnaires. One is basic, another is advanced. In basic, we have multiple choice. So in multiple choice, we have select one, select many, then drop down menu. We have graphical rating. In graphical rating, we have star rating, text slider, push to social, numeric slider, thumbs up and down, smiley rating. Then we have ordering. In ordering, we have rank order, constant sum, drag and drop option. Then we have static content. In static content, we have presentation text, section heading, subsection heading. Then we have text. In text, we have comment box, email address, contact information. Then we have metrics table. Metrics table. In metrics table, we have multi-point scales, multi-select, spreadsheet, side-by-side matrix. Then we have image chooser. In image chooser, we have select one, select menu, and rating. So in this option, you can actually add the images to your questionnaire. Then we have miscellaneous. In miscellaneous, we have date and time, capture, calendar, maps. Then I'll just move to advanced. In advanced, we have customer satisfaction, and under customer satisfaction, we have net promoter score. Then we have Van Westendorp. Budget scale. Then we have image or multimedia. So in image or multimedia, we have tuples. Then we have video rating. Then we have heat map. Then we have hotspot. Now we have two types of video. First is tuples, and another is video rating. The only difference is that in tuples, for example, if you have uploaded a video, say of 30 seconds, and in case if your respondent has stopped viewing that video at 15 seconds, so basically you'll get to know, or you will be able to analyze that your XYZ respondent has actually stopped viewing that video at 15 seconds. Okay, so that is one major, very important feature. Then we have video rating. Then that is simple video rating. Then we heat map and hotspot. In upload, we have attach or upload file, then signature. In choice, we have conjoint models, conjoint analysis, max diff analysis. Then we have add-on. In add-on, we have complex grid or flex metrics. Then custom numeric validator, community recruitment, Facebook Connect. Then we have data reference. In data reference, we have reference data, lookup table, multi-tier lookup table, store locator, mobile. In fact, we have our offline app. That is also one of our topic for today. So in mobile, we have QR code, then we have stopwatch, barcode, and QR code reader. Okay, then we have logic. In fact, today we'll be covering. In fact, logic is one of our major and very important topics for today. So in logic, we have randomizer, then we have custom logic engine, then we have healthcare. Okay. So this is what we actually covered last week. Moving ahead with this week, so will be like topic for today's webinar are logic, then how to send a survey and collect responses, and finally we will conclude with offline mobile app. So we'll start with logic first. In logic, I will walk you through questionnaire and different types of logics we have in QuestionPro. I will show you how to make your survey smart and effective by using logic. So out of different features, logic is one of those advanced and jaw-dropping features that you will be using in QuestionPro. Okay, so you must have used or maybe using different tools for your research and other projects. But students, believe me, just asking questions will not solve your purpose and will neither provoke a respondent to answer any of your survey and take it seriously. Now, logic is one of those features that makes your survey looks professional, easy to understand, interactive, and smart enough to provoke your respondents take your survey way seriously and answer it. Okay. So we are starting with our session with logic, followed by send options, and then with mobile offline mobile app. So during this session, please feel free to ask any questions related to our topic at any time. I will be more than happy to answer all your queries until your doubts are clear. Okay, so apart from me, we also have our subject matter expert Garima, who has joined us for this session today, and fortunately we have our manager, senior manager as well, Tripti Saxena. She is also part of this webinar. Okay, so let's start. You are able to see my screen, and let's start with logics, different type of logic. So we have skip logic, then we have compound or delayed branching, we have dynamic text, we have show or hide questions logic, then we have show or hide options logic, then we have scoring logic. Apart from this, we also have randomizer and extraction logic. Okay, so before I move, I just want to understand and or let you understand why we use logic. Okay, apart from its primary features I mentioned earlier, like to make your survey look smart, professional, interactive. Major feature of it is to customize your survey for each respondent accordingly. Now what does that mean? So your respondent will have different responses for different questions. Applying logic to your questions will help you customize your survey for each respondent. Okay, so this in turn will help you make your survey short and to the point. Okay, and secondly, ultimately it will decrease your manual work as well. Okay, so friends, whatever logics we are going to learn today are very easy to understand. Name of each logic in itself will tell you how it works, only if you are able to understand. Okay, so understand the meaning of this logics. It will help you in analyzing and making sure that right logic is applied to right set of questions. Okay, so let's start with skip logic first. It is very commonly used logic, skipping the questions we call. So I'll just take you through one of the examples. Okay, so here I have. So before I move ahead, I'll just show you a preview of this question. Okay, so this is my questionnaire. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions added in this. Now let's take a preview. I asked, do you like ice cream? I say yes. Next it ask me which flavor do you like? I say vanilla. Then it asks me, do you like cake? I say yes. Which flavor of cake do I like? Then I say black forest cake. Then it will ask me, would you like to place your cake and ice cream combo pack order? Again, I'll take a preview. Now it will actually help you understand better. So, do you like ice cream? I say no. Okay, then it is asking me, do you like cake? Again, I say no, and it's done. So, did you notice that what exactly happened? Okay, so basically when I asked, do you like ice cream, and if I say no, is it appropriate to go ahead and ask your audience, which flavor of cake ice cream do you like? No, right? So basically you're skipping the question, then you're moving ahead to next question. So what I did here is I branched whatever answer respondent chooses and directed him to particular question. Okay, so if a respondent selects yes, okay, then my respondent should go to next question, like for example, which flavor of ice cream do you like? Okay, if a respondent selects no, it will skip the flavors question and will directly jump to next question. Okay, that is, do you like cake? Now, like I said, it won't make any sense if my respondent selects no and still I go ahead and ask him which flavor of ice cream do you like, even if my respondent say no, I don't like ice cream. Okay, so this is basically called skipping the question. Now, how I did this? Okay, so now we'll move how I actually did this. So this is your logic tab. Here we have different types of logic: skip logic, compound or delete branching, quota control, dynamic text, show or hide questions, then we have show or hide options, scoring, recommendation engine, and then JavaScript logic. Okay, so my first question is, do you like ice cream? Below are my answer options, yes or no. Here is the criteria: if selected, jump to question is. For example, if selected yes, then jump to question. Now this is the question. This you can jump to any of this question. Okay, now if someone selects yes, then it will go to which flavor do you like, and if selects no, then do you like cake? It will skip this question, which flavor do you like, and it will automatically jump to do you like cake? Save question logic. Okay, this is how you actually apply logic. Now, okay, default destination. Now here you are able to say default destination. Now if no branching answers are selected, enter enter the default destination. Okay, so now what does that mean? Suppose you have three options over here. Okay, so options here are A, B, and C. If A is selected, it will go to first question, like I have branched it to first question. B is selected, will go to second question. Now I haven't selected any branching option to third option. Okay, so like for example, that is C, I have not selected of any of the branching option. So if anyone selects C option, it will automatically go to default destination. Okay, it is very important to know that you can branch only in forward direction. For example, I can't branch second question to first question. You can branch only in forward direction. Okay, so again here you are able to see piping text, that is optional one. Now what is piping? Now if you want a certain text to be displayed as soon as yes answer is selected. For example, if I want to have, you have selected yes in question 1. Okay, so so whatever text I have entered in piping section, you can select a custom variable for that. Now I select custom variable 1. Okay, and by the way, we have around in fact we have 256 custom variables in QuestionPro. Okay, so now whatever I wish to display that particular text, I will add a custom code variable for that. Now how I do that? I save the logic. This is my question. Here you are able to see, this is the code: dollar, open curly bracket, custom 1, close bracket, close curly bracket, and just take a preview. Do I like ice cream? I say yes. Which flavor do you like? Here it will display you have selected yes in question 1. Okay, so that is piping. This is how you actually branch. So in case if you have not done any branching, then it will automatically terminate the survey, or it will go to thank you page, or else it will make a chain survey. Now what is chain survey? By using chain survey option, you can direct your respondent to any other survey in your account. Okay, so basically chain survey is branching your existing survey to any other survey in your account. So it's just a chaining of your Survey. Now, if I have to give an example, I select option over here, change survey, enter a survey name. So these are the different surveys in my account. So I can put any of this survey, say test, and I can save a question logic. Once it is done, it will automatically jump to my next survey. Okay. Yeah. So what we did here is we first branched it with yes, and when yes is selected, it will display text. I'm sorry. Chain it to another survey. Okay. So it is pretty easy to understand how to branch one question to another survey. Okay. So now let's move to compound or delayed branching. Here I have compound or delayed branching. So now here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 questions. Okay, so just take a preview of that before we go ahead. So for example, I select gender, then I select age group 18 to 14. How often do you conduct surveys? Monthly. Which is your favorite clothing brand? I say it's Super Dry. Then it takes me to next page. Do you have driving license? I say yes. Again, I put this off and I again take a preview. Okay. So again, it asks me female. I select, then I select age group belong 13 to 17, monthly, Wrangler, next. Okay, are you married? Now this is the question that I've actually changed. Okay, so so for example, how I did this now. Okay, I have 6 questions in a survey. Okay, and out of which 3 and 4 are common for all the respondents. But now on the basis of answer chosen from question 1 and question 2 later, it will be decided where it is to be branched, right? So now in this scenario, I want to know how many males are there between the age group 18 to 24 who have actually licenses, and how many females are there between the age group 13 to 17 are married. Okay. Okay, I know friends, although this question doesn't make sense, but this is just for your reference and example purpose. Now how I did this, okay? Now these are my questions. I want to have a logic on these 2 questions. Okay, so let's apply a logic, a question prior to the question that we need to source. So I apply a logic over here, compound or delayed branching, create new criteria. Say for example, I give it a name. Now select question, gender. I selected male. I add additional and or. Then again I select what age group you belong to. I select 18 to 24, save. Then if criteria is met, step 2, if criteria is met, do you have driving license? It will jump them to do you have driving license, and if otherwise jump to next question. I save question logic, and again let's take a preview. Male 18 to 24. Now these are the common questions. Next, do you have driving license? Okay, this is compound and delayed branching. Okay, so next we'll move to quota control. Now what is quota control? Okay, so quota control is like this is used where you need to apply some quota or cap or limit for the given option. Okay, so for example, now this is my question, choose the brand of your choice for the given option. Okay, so I need to collect 30 completed responses for LP, Louis Philippe. Okay, so once it reaches the 30, it will give you the 30 completed responses. Now how I do this? I apply a logic over here, click on quota control. Now here it will ask you answer, this is your question, choose the brand of your choice from the given option. Below are your options, Louis Philippe, US Polo, Ed Hardy, and Wrangler. Okay, so I have a quota limit. I can put it say 10. Here I'll put it say 35. Here I put say again 9. Wrangler I put say 6. Okay, and if over limit, jump to quota over limit. Now here you have option, either you can terminate the survey, you can put a message quota over limit, or you can either direct them to thank you page. So for example, if any respondent after 10, so if 11th respondent tries to fill out this survey for LP, then it will automatically terminate the survey, or it will give a quota over limit message, or it will direct them to thank you page, go to thank you page. Okay, Save question logic and automatically logic will be applied. Okay. So next is moving, then we have dynamic text or comment box logic. Okay, this one, dynamic text or comment box logic. So this is my question, which is your favorite coffee shop? Now what is dynamic text and comment box? So before I show you what exactly it does, let's take a preview. Okay, which is your favorite coffee shop? Say I click on barista. I click on mocha. So it will ask me, what do you think about mocha? Did you understand? If it click barista, it won't show anything. If I clicked on mocha, it will show what do you think about mocha. Okay. So now how I did this. So whenever you select an option where dynamic comment logic is applied, a dynamic or a text box will appear at the end of all the options. Okay. This is to ask your respondent to specify or comment for a particular option. Now how we did this? Logic, dynamic text or comment. So here you have options: Starbucks, Cafe Coffee Day, Barista, Mocha. These are the dynamic text box. Either you want to disable it or enable it. Disable. So for example, I enable it. I enable it. Again, it will pop up with a box. Now again, I'll ask them, what do you think about Starbucks? Okay. So I save question logic. Now let's take a preview again. Which is your favorite coffee shop? Starbucks. It will show me what do you think about Starbucks. Okay. Okay. Any questions till now, students? I believe you all are on same page. Okay. So I'm moving ahead. Next is show or hide questions logic. Okay, so this is show or hide questions logic. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. Now let me take you through each question. Which is your favorite movie series? Say I say Harry Potter, Pirates of the Caribbean, Fast and Furious, the Transformers. The questions are: how would you rate Harry Potter? How would you rate Pirates of the Caribbean? How would you rate Fast and Furious? And how would you rate Transformers? So let's take a preview first. So for example, which is your favorite movie series? I say Fast and Furious. It will automatically ask you, how would you rate Fast and Furious? Now how I did this, okay? So let's go back, go on logic. So now here you are able to see show or hide questions logic. Okay. Again, we have two options over here. One is show or hide questions logic, and another is show or hide options. Okay, so I'll come to that one as well. So create new criteria. I say first is Harry Potter H1. Select question, which is your favorite movie series? I say Harry Potter. If it is selected, save. If criteria is met, I'm sorry, let's apply logic on the questions. We don't apply logic, I'm extremely sorry. Okay, so let's go on logic. These are the questions. Show or hide question logic. Create new criteria. Give criteria name. Say H1. I give a name. Select a question. Which is our favorite movie series? I say Harry Potter. If it is selected, save. And in case if the criteria is met, here we have option do nothing, show question or hide question. So just click on show question and save the question logic. Now again, here we have enable dynamic on page logic. Now what is that? So in case if you uncheck this, it will move on to next page. In case if you check this, it will your question will appear on the same page. Okay. So this is show or hide questions logic. Now again, let's move to show or hide options. So here we have show or hide options. So here I have 1, 2, 3 questions. Let's take a preview first. Email address. Now it asks me, have you worked with Nick? I say yes. Next question would be, rate the below criteria. Say Nick. For Nick, it will ask me for education discipline. Now again, I take a preview. I say no. Next. And it will ask me for Steve. Rate the below criteria for Steve. Initially it asked me for Nick. Okay, so this is hiding the options. Okay, so the name in itself says hiding the options. So how we did this? Rate the below criteria. Click on logic. Show or hide options. Now question is Nick. Create criteria. For every logic that you apply, you need to create a criteria. For example, we have already created a criteria over here. So I've named it Nick01. So in case if the option says yes, then I will say show this option. Okay, in case have you worked with Nick, and if selected yes, then it will show this question, show this option, and in case if it is selected no, then it will hide the option. Okay, so here it will come for Steve. Okay, so this is show or hide options logic. Okay, so next is scoring, friends. So it's pretty understood now. Scoring logic is widely used by the institutions to conduct various kind of online exams, quiz competitions, where they allocate scores to the options for the given questions. Okay, so let me take you to scoring logic. Let's take a preview. Next. Okay, so what we actually did over here is we have applied a scores, we have applied a logic where you can allocate scores for this. Okay, so for example, this is your question. Grand Central Terminal, Park Avenue, New York is the world's, now these are your options, answer options. Largest railway station, highest railway station, longest railway station, or none of the above. Okay, so this is the scoring value. You can allocate marks over here. So you can give, like, for example, largest railway station is the right answer, so you can allocate 2 marks over here. And these are the options. You can also allocate minus points. Then we are branching on scores. So like if total score is between 0 to 2. So for example, I say 2 and I say jump to no branching. Then again you have an option where you can jump to next question, or you can terminate the survey in case if the answer is wrong, or else you can make them to go to thank you page, or else you can change the survey. Okay, so this is scoring. Any questions till now, students?
No, I believe, Chetan, we don't have any questions as of yet. We can continue with the webinar, and probably we'll take up the questions at the end of the webinar, right?
No problem. Sounds good. So,
Yeah.
do you want me to put a break, say, for 2 to 3 minutes, in case if anyone wants to put a comment or on chat box?
Yeah, so we haven't received any of the comments or the questions till now. So probably students, if any one of you has any questions, you can right now raise your hands and we can unmute you and discuss your, specific questions that you might have for us. Or probably you can also write to us in the questions column and we will take up your questions right away. If no, then we will just continue with the webinar right now and we will be taking up your questions, individual questions at the end of the webinar.
So let's do one thing, Tripti, just let us allow them to for 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, so we have Joy.
Each and every question time.
Yeah, we have Joy. Joy wants to ask a question probably. I'll just unmute him. Yeah.
Sure.
Hi, Joy. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Joy, you have a
Joy,
question for us?
Yes, ma'am. Sir, can you please repeat the show and hide logic once again, please?
Show and hide logic.
Yeah, the definition of criteria, how to define the criteria.
How to define the criteria?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, just hold on for a second. So now Joy, we have two types of show or hide logic. Okay, so one is show or hide questions logic and another is show or hide options logic. Okay,
Yes.
so I'll
Yes.
take you through question. Both are the same type. In questions you just have to hide questions, and in options you just have to hide options. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so it's very pretty simple to understand. So this is show or hide questions logic. So here are the questions. So which is your favorite movie series? I say Harry Potter, Pirates of the Caribbean, Fast and Furious, Transformers. Now below are the questions. How would you rate Harry Potter? Then how would you rate Pirates of the Caribbean? How would you rate Fast and Furious? And then how would you rate the Transformers? Okay, so for example, Joy, now if I answer Harry Potter for this question, okay, for this particular question, if I say Harry Potter, then it won't be of any use to ask me another questions, the remaining questions, right? So what about
Right.
Pirates of the Caribbean, Fast and Furious? So I'll show you how I did this. So let's go on the questions. First, you need to design all your questionnaires, okay, for this. So first design all your questionnaires, then go on each question on logic of each question. After that question, for that particular source question, okay. So here again, I create a criteria. Again, I have to give a name. I give it a name, say for example, I give your name, it's Joy. Then question, which is your favorite movie series? If someone selects Harry Potter, okay, so here you will go in a way, okay, so which is your favorite movie? Click on Harry Potter and here it shows if Harry Potter is selected, save. So next step 2 is if criteria is met. Okay, so show question. In case if criteria is met, show question, and in case if the criteria doesn't met, it will automatically hide that question. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so this is show question. I click on this and I save question logic. And let's take a preview again. So this is my question, which is your favorite movie series? I click on Harry Potter and it will show me how would you rate for Harry Potter, right?
Okay. Yes.
Did you get that, Joy?
Yes. Means for every option we have to define the
Criteria for
rating
each,
one.
yes. Right. Criteria. You have to define criteria for each question below the source question. So this happens to be your source question and these are your option. Means like these are the questions where you have to apply logic. Okay?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Great.
Right.
Anything
Joy,
else,
I
Joy?
hope, yeah, Joy, I hope this solves your query. Do you have any other question for us?
The second type of show and hide logic which you told, hide the question.
Options. Right.
Oh,
Options.
option, sorry.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'll walk you through options as well then. This is show or hide options. Okay. So now here I apply a logic. Now again, I'll just brief you what is this. These are my questions. Email address, have you worked with Nick? Read the below criteria. Okay, so in criteria, I have asked to have you worked with Nick? Okay, but
Yes.
in criteria, I have said two options. I can add many options as well. So here I have two options. Now I need to apply logic over this question. Okay, so I click on logic. Again, I create a criteria. I give it a name. So for example, NK1, select question. If question is selected, have you worked with Nick? If it says yes, save. And if so, it will show the option. Okay, in case if it is selected yes, it will show Nick. Okay, it will show that option for Nick. In case if it is selected yes, I have worked with Nick, it will show that option open for Nick. In case if it say no, it will hide the option. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, I take a preview. I see yes, I have worked with Nick. It will ask me. It actually removed the option for Steve, right? So now Steve is not there. Now I'm only able to view for Nick, right?
Okay. Yes. Right.
Yeah. Does that answers your question, Joy?
Yes. 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 Thank you, sir.
Great. So anyone else would like to ask any question?
Then we have another person with us who wants to ask a
Uh-huh.
particular question. Sumit Parekh. I am just unmuting Sumit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Sure.
Hi Sumit, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
Hey,
how are
Sumit,
you?
hi.
Yeah, I'm good, ma'am. My question is,
Hmm.
I am supposed to work on a project regarding gap analysis among three departments, like product development, marketing, and raw material. There is a procurement department as well. So
Okay.
these are the three departments. So, I'll be asking like a set of questions to the heads and to the HODs and supervisors of these departments. So
Right.
the question is there any specific tool or a specific question type of question that the QuestionPro has, which I can use in order to make my analysis more dynamic or somewhat visible in other somewhat interruptible, like I can intercept interpret the data easily.
So I believe, Sumit, as you're saying that you will be conducting a research on 3 departments at your organization. So first of all,
Yes, ma'am.
you need to understand if all these 3 departments, the set of questions that you are asking to them. I'm assuming that there will be a 5 to 6 questions which will be common for all the departments, and then there will be a certain
Of
set
course,
of questions
yes.
that will be different for each department head. Is that right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
So what you can do is just while you're creating, have you already started with your internship?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and have
It has been 2 weeks. Yeah.
okay, okay, and have you already prepared this questionnaire or probably jotted down all the questions that you want to ask from each department?
Not as such. Like I'm just like for last 2 weeks, I am working on getting the raw data,
Okay,
like asking random question, writing down notes like what is happening in the departments,
so
how the
that you can
production
do a
system works.
proper questionnaire for them, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So what I would suggest is, Sumit, first of all, once you have jotted down all the information and you prepare your questionnaires, you can obviously either prepare one questionnaire and in it divide it into 3 parts, right? So one will be
Mm-hmm.
addressing to all the common questions for each of the 3 department heads. Once, let's say, you go to the marketing
Okay.
department, and the person selects I
Yes.
am from marketing
Mm-hmm.
department, the questionnaire will itself show only the questions that are related to the marketing department, right? And similarly, as soon as you move on to
Mm-hmm.
the
Yes.
procurement guy and he selects that he's from the procurement department, the survey will in itself show the procurement related questions, right? This is one way that the survey will, will contain all the different type of questions or the different touch points that you want to cover in your in your research. Another thing is, while if you
Okay.
you must have seen today's webinar as well, like you're attending it, there are so many logics that we can apply
Yes,
onto a
ma'am.
particular questionnaire. And similarly, in the part 1 webinar, we
Mm.
covered as to how do we apply different set of questions, right? So in case you are doing a budget analysis for a particular department, you can obviously use a Van Westendorp or probably a budget scale question type, right? So what I would suggest
Okay.
to you is, as soon as, like as you're saying, you're already started with your internship and you're doing a pre-research right now into the company itself,
Yeah.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
once you start preparing your questionnaire and you have a better understanding as to what questions you want to ask to each of the department heads, during that time, if you have any problems, you write to us and we will individually guide you as to whatever are your concerns at that point of time. And make sure that, because there are so many features in the software itself, make sure that you're using and at least having an
Mm-hmm.
understanding of each of the features that we have, because once you know what a particular feature does, you will be able to use it to the best of whatever be the best case at that point of time, right? Another
Mm-hmm.
thing, once you
Okay.
have already,
So
once you've started receiving the responses and you send out your survey and you received your responses, then there are so many other, which we'll be covering in the part 3 webinar, which happens to be on Wednesday, coming Wednesday. So
okay.
during the,
All
yeah,
right.
so during the part 3 webinar, we will be covering the entire report analysis and modules as to once you have gotten the responses from the respondents for your survey, how do you analyze these responses onto different various heads, right? So we have various reporting modules with us. Conjoint analysis is one, trend analysis is one, right? We have correlation analysis. So we have a certain set of reporting modules available with us. And of course, like once you have a better understanding of the entire platform, you will be able to execute it also.
Okay. So one more thing, actually, I was going through your the blog, or I guess the help page. So there I found a topic on gap analysis,
Okay.
where where it showed how to use the metrics type analysis. I don't remember exactly what it was, but
Okay.
it was something related to metrics type question.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't understand because it was just about the reporting, how to
Okay.
report using the metrics thing.
Okay, so you
So
want to
I think
understand,
that part
right? So you want to
will
understand
be
how
covered
do
in the next.
we, no, so we have already covered the matrix table question types, the reporting for matrix table
Okay,
question
actually
types.
I did not, I
Yeah,
did not attend the first session, so I
right.
have also asked for the recording.
Okay.
So
We
I
can
think
send you
everything
the
will be cleared
recording.
when I'll get the
Yes, yes, yes. We can send you the
recording.
recording. And secondly, the reports for the gap section, gap analysis will be covered in the part 3 webinar. Right. So
Okay,
what
ma'am.
we can do is probably if we are left with some time after this webinar today, Chetan can quickly take you through the matrix table question type. How do we use it? Where do we use it? And why do we use it? And in the part 3 webinar, which is
Okay,
happening on the Wednesday, you can see as to how do we, analyze the results for the matrix table question types. Does that sound good to you?
oh, yes, ma'am, sure.
All right. And
Thank you, ma'am.
we will be forwarding the recording links to you probably tomorrow. We'll be forwarding all the recording links to everyone who has attended and registered for the webinars till date. So that shouldn't be a problem for any one of you guys, right?
Okay.
And one more
Yeah,
thing, what I would like to suggest over here, Tripti, is like we can ask Sumit to share the details via email. So you can just, Sumit, share the details of your internship or what project you're working upon. So we'll be in a better position to actually assist you how we can make it and how we can go ahead with that. Okay, so it is
yeah,
just a
yeah, sure.
webinar. In
Yeah,
webinar, it will be a bit difficult for us to explain you and also for you to understand what we actually want to try to tell you. So better you just drop us an email, so maybe we can take this as a case study in our next session as well.
yeah,
Right.
sure,
Okay.
no problem.
So
Yeah.
feel free
Yeah.
to drop us
Yes.
the details of your project as well. So definitely we'll
Uh,
look into it and we
by
can take it ahead.
by tomorrow, by tomorrow I'll mail you the details.
Sure, sure.
Definitely,
That
definitely.
So
what
mail it to us on edu-india@questionpro.com. And Sumit, from which college are you?
I'm from NIT Jaipur,
NIT
MNIT
Jaipur.
Jaipur.
MNIT
NIT
Jaipur.
Jaipur.
Perfect, perfect. So yeah, mail us all the details and one of us will get back to you then, right?
Yeah. Could
All
you
right.
please repeat that email ID again?
Edu, edu-india@questionpro.com.
edu-india@questionpro.com.
Questionpro.com. Yes. Right?
Yeah.
All right, Sumit. Thank you so much. Please stay connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Um,
Thanks a lot.
Chetan, we also have one more student with
Uh-huh.
us, Sudeep Kumar. I'm
Okay.
just unmuting
Uh-huh.
Sudeep. He as well wants to ask a few questions.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Okay, I am not.
Hello.
Just hold on. Just hold on.
Sure, sure.
So we're not able to unmute Sudeep. I believe he's not available. But then the question that he has
Mm-hmm.
asked is, can we apply show hide logic to multiple select questions, multi-select question
Hello?
types?
Hello?
Yeah, yeah, Sudeep is
Hello.
there.
Hello?
Yeah, hi Sudeep.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sudeep,
can you
you
hear me,
wanted,
ma'am?
yeah, yeah, we can hear you. You wanted to ask something?
Yes, ma'am. So I saw that Shohite logic, it was applied to a single select question type, right? So I wanted to ask if that can be applied to a multi-select question type as well?
Yes, Sudip, you can apply it for multi-select options as well. Sure had options, right? You're asking.
Yes, Shohite option.
Yeah. Definitely. So just let me give you a preview for that. Okay, now I actually don't have survey over here. But yes, Sudip, you can use it for what do you say, multi-select questions as well.
All right, all right.
Hello?
So what I'll do is, sir, I will not take your time. What I'll do is I'll try myself first. And
Mm-hmm.
as you mentioned the email address, edu-india. So if I have any questions, like I can write to that email, right?
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
I'll try doing it myself first, and then probably I'll write you an email, sir. I
Definitely,
had
definitely.
one more question, sir. Scoring
Uh-huh.
logic, I missed some part of the scoring logic.
Okay.
So I wanted to understand if we can give out negative scores to answer options. Can we do that?
Negative scores to
The answer options in scoring logic?
negative marking, right?
Yes, negative, sir.
Yes, 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 definitely you can.
Oh,
So
okay.
there you have options. So you have so for example, if we have 4 options over there, so whatever is the right answer you can give. So for example, if your right answer is for 5 marks, okay, so you can just allocate 5 marks for that. In case if you want to give a negative marking, you can just put a negative marking also over there. Okay, in the options which are not actually correct, means like for the incorrect answers.
oh, all right. And like, uh, can we also give fractions like in decimals? Can we give scores in decimals as well?
In decimal points.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely you can. So, for example, you want to say, for example, 1.5 or 2.5 like that?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, 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 you can, you can.
Oh, okay, okay, fine, sir. That should be it, sir. I'll try doing myself for the multi-select question, the show-wide logic,
Hmm.
and if I have any questions, I'll write to you then.
No problem. But Sudeep, just a second. Please be tuned for this next option as well, extraction, because I think I'm extremely sorry for that, but I need to check. I think I just got confused with that. So we have extraction as well. Okay. So in extraction, actually, you can use that feature. Okay. So where you can add a multi-select question. Okay. So where you can select multiple
Okay.
options in that, and then you can hide options, or you can put questions, or you can show options in the
Oh,
from the source question.
okay, okay. That is what I actually wanted to do, sir. So if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah. In
show
fact,
around.
yeah, I am extremely sorry. I got confused with the 2 types of questionnaire actually, so I was trying to move ahead. But yes, I'm so sorry. Let's go ahead. So in case if you find out anything in extraction, just feel free to connect again. I'll take you through extraction logic, and just let me know if that is what you're trying to ask me.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Oh,
Okay?
all right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Sudeep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's.
Chetan,
Thanks.
let's
Thanks a lot.
begin.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
let's
you.
resume with the webinar. Right.
Sure, sure, sure. So we have extraction next. So now extraction, I have actually, now these are my questions, question 1, 2, 3, and 4. So before I move ahead, let's take a preview. Select your favorite type of food. I see Thai and I see Chinese. So now here I have a multi-select question. Okay, so I can select any of these. It's like multiple options out of the given options. Okay, so I've selected Thai and Chinese. I say next. Okay. So now it will ask me what would you like to have today, what would you like to have in lunch today? So it asks me South Indian or Punjabi. Just give me a second. I think I have applied a wrong logic. Friends, just give me a second. I'll add a questions. Okay. So this is my question. Select your favorite food type. I add a question again. So here are my options. Again, for your reference, I'll add one more question. Why you would not like to have okay, so here my question is, what would you like to have today in lunch? So this is the multiple choice. I saved logic. Let's take a preview first. Tripti, are you there?
Chetan, please tell me.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tripti, can you please help me in putting this, applying this logic over here, because I guess I'm missing on logic part for this extraction one.
Right, right. Just hold on.
Sure.
Chetan, where are we stuck at?
I'm actually stuck on extraction, but I believe I'm done with it. Actually, I added a few more questions. I copied same
Right, I
question
guess
again.
there were a less number of questions, which is why this
Yeah,
was happening.
that's why. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll just delete this question again. Okay, sorry for that delay, friends. Okay, so here is my question. Select your favorite food type. I select South Indian and Chinese. I select next. So it would ask me, what would you like to have in lunch today, South Indian or Chinese? Okay, so it actually removed the other options which I don't want. Okay, so now how I actually applied the logic for that. Logic, extraction. Here is your select your favorite food type. Now what type of question was that? It was multiple choice, and we also have reverse extraction. Okay, so in case if I click on this checkbox, it will also display the options that are not selected from the source questions in the extracted question. So for example, if I select South Indian and Chinese over here, so in case if I have to ask why would you not like to have, what would you not like to have today for lunch, so it will show me Thai and Punjabi, which I have not selected. So that is reverse extraction. Okay, am I right, Tripti? I'm just a bit confused.
Uh,
Yeah, Chetan.
Hello. Yeah, Garima.
Yeah, yeah, just one thing I wanted to correct. So yeah, you are right with the extraction logic. Just in the reverse extraction logic, the thing is that in the first question, if the person selects in the first question, that is select your favorite. I can't see the question right there.
Just a
Remove that
second.
window. Yeah. In the first question, if the person select your favorite food type. Or what would you like to have in lunch today? If the person selects South Indian and Chinese, then what reverse extraction does is in the next question you can ask why would you not like to have the other option. Yeah.
Right.
So whatever the person has not selected, those
It
options will appear.
show
Yeah.
there. Right.
So why would you not like to have Punjabi or maybe Thai, right? So
Thai,
that is what
right.
reverse extraction is. It displays
Right.
the options that the respondent has not chosen.
Okay, yeah. So we are on right page,
Yeah.
friends. So
Yes, yes.
this is extraction 1. Okay. So are we clear on logic, friend? Great. So let's move ahead. So now the major portion of this is now, for example, let's click on any of this logic. So once we are done with the question designing part, so majority of the features are already covered. When you are actually done with adding questions and designing your survey part, the next major thing is to distribute your surveys. Okay, so basically to send your surveys, right? So here is it is our send options, and under send options we have multiple flexible send options where you can distribute your survey. So basically you can distribute your surveys through email, then you have social, then you have community, then you have embed, then you have QR code as well. Okay, so now what is email? So very first of all, in email again we have multiple options. So in email you can send it to one single person as well, in case if you want to write all the email IDs, or else in case if you have your own list. So for example, say I have few lists over here. I click on the list. These are the list which I already have. I want to create a new list. I can just go ahead and create a new list over here. For example, I have given a name, email list 2, and below is the type. So one is survey specific list or the global list. I click on global list. Now again, what is the difference between survey specific list and global list is that, for example, I've prepared a survey on one, I've prepared a questionnaire on one particular survey. So this list will be completely dedicated. For example, this is the survey compound or delayed branching. So this list will be completely dedicated only for this particular survey. While the global list, if I make it a global list, I can use that list for any other surveys as well. Okay, so I just click on create new list, and you can have an entire database. So you won't restrict yourself by just adding few numbers. So you can add say right from 10, 100,000. So whatever number of email IDs that you want to add, you can just make a list. You can create your own list, and you can upload it from here. So select email list. Here you have an option. So you can just select a list from here, and you can send. Okay, so that is one thing. Then we have templates. So we have one default template. If you want to use same template over there, you can use the same template. If you want to make your own new template, or if you want to create your own new survey invitation, you can create your own new survey invitation and make it as a template as well for your next survey. In case if you want to make anything else, just a small one. So just click on this. Hi, and then this is your survey link. It will automatically go with this email. So these are the options where you have track respondents or anonymous respondents. So basically, what is tracked respondents? So basically, when you send out a survey, you will be able to track your respondent. So basically, you'll be able to track the IP addresses. You'll be able to track the email IDs as well. In anonymous respondents, you won't be able to track email IDs or any IP addresses. Okay. So this is next one. Next is variables, inserting variables. So basically, for example, now if I have to give you an example. Now I have a list. It says first name, last name, and email ID. Okay, so first name I put it as a custom one variable. So it will be first name and last name. So basically, it will help you sending out the personalized email. So for example, if I'm sending a list in which my email ID is one, so it will pop up to me as hi Chetan Manudane. Okay, so it won't come as hi or just hi student or something like that. Okay, you can add customs like that. again you have a send later option. So basically you can schedule your questionnaire, so it is not that you have to send it right away. For example, if you want to send out a survey to a students, now for example you're doing your internship and I have to send out few surveys or one questionnaire to you. I know you all are free after 6:30 or 7 o'clock. Okay, so I'll schedule a invitation over here, date, time, change the time zone to India, whatever it is, and schedule invitation. Okay, so at that time it will automatically send out the questionnaire or the survey to those to that email list. Okay, next is social. So in social you just have to click, you can send out your survey through Facebook, LinkedIn or Twitter as well. So just click on Facebook. You just need to log in over here and it will automatically put the survey link or URL to your Facebook page. Next is same with LinkedIn and then with Twitter. Okay, now again next comes community. So now what is community? Basically if I have to give an example, now I'm making a survey for which I need responses only from the finance people. So I'll make a community only of finance people. For example, I need a responses from 100 different people only from finance. So I'll make a database only related to finance people. I'll make a communities of them and I will add over here. Okay, so I'll send a my questionnaire through community. So finance becomes my one community. Then say for example I need to have responses from marketing department, so I can make a community of marketing people as well. Okay, next is embed. So basically in embed you can you can just copy this code and you can embed this on your website. So basically there will be one pop-up, say like feedback or any in fact feedback only. So it will pop up on your website, and once the your respondent or any of your site visitor clicks on that tab, it will automatically come out with a questionnaire. Okay, that is one. Next is QR code. So this is the QR code for your questionnaire for your survey. So basically you just need to download that QR code and you can just send out the survey. So for example say like for Paytm or like you can just put it in your shop as well. So in case if you want to put a questionnaire or feedback form, you can just have this QR code at your store, and your respondent will just capture this QR code and will this questionnaire will automatically pop up. Okay, then next is by responses.
Chetan?
Now what is by responses? Now,
Chetan, just hold on. We have a few questions coming in,
sure.
which I think will be helpful for the other students as well. So one of the questions is for uploading an email list while we send out a survey, do we need to have the Excel file in a specific format?
Excel file in a specific format.
Yeah.
Yes, we do need to have. Now I'll just click on any of these email IDs.
Yeah, just show it to the
I'll just show you one of my, yeah. In fact, that was a good question. We need to have this in CSV format, friends, very first of all. So this is how it appears. This is the CSV format file. So first is email ID, first name, last name. So this is the list for one of the colleges, and this is in CSV format. Okay, so it accepts only CSV format files. So we need to so you need to make it only in CSV format.
Format needs to be CSV, and most importantly the first name, I mean the email ID, first name and last name. This is how the order of the columns should be. Yeah. Right.
Yes.
All right. We also have one more question, Chetan. Just hold on. So
sure.
Just hold on. Can we pre-populate text in a text box?
Can we pre-populate text in a
text box?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't get that question actually.
We can do that actually. I believe the user, the student is asking if we can pre-populate the text question, the text in a text box question type. So we can do that. So you must have seen the variables that are being shown in the send option right now. So Chetan, if you could just hover your mouse on the insert variables. Yeah. So over here there are certain custom 1, custom 2, custom 3, and we have about 256 custom variables available with us. So either of the information that you want to insert in in your questionnaire, you can do that by applying the right custom at the right point, right? So that can be done. We also have a few more questions coming in, Chetan. Just hold on.
Sure.
Just hold on. Okay. So Joy has a question. I'm just unmuting Joy. Joy, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Joy, please ask.
Ma'am, yes, when we are means creating a template for mailing different person. Okay.
Joy, your voice is echoing. Hello?
Hello? Is it okay now?
Yeah, I'm able to
Yes,
hear
Joy.
your voice. Yes, yes, tell me.
Okay. Ma'am, for example, you have like I want to send to a mass of people together. For example, like all the students of my branch, I want to send the mail to.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So we have a particular email ID. When we attach it, it goes to everyone.
Right. You have a common alias.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So in the from section, I am adding my email address, and to section, I am adding the group email address. Right.
Right.
So in that case, how will the first name, last name, these custom things help me?
No, so in
Like
that
if I
case,
want
I
to
believe
give
this
my
will not
name.
help you, Joy. In that case, it will not help you
Okay.
because it is an alias, right? You need to differentiate it for the system to understand how many email addresses are there and what is the first name and last name of those people, right? Or any other field that you are, you want to mention. So, for example, of all these
Okay.
people are from mechanical branch, right? And there are about 250 students in this particular alias. If you want to send them this particular survey invitation in common, I would suggest that you simply write the email address on the to column and send it out. However, if you want to send it to them specifically, right, including their first name, last name, or
Okay.
any other particular custom variables that you want to put in your invitation, in that case you should upload an email list wherein the Excel file needs to contain all the email IDs of these people. So in that case, probably email ID will remain common, but the first name and last name will be different, right?
Yes.
So that
So, ma'am,
yeah.
the file which sir showed us, which contains the email address, first name and the last name. So,
Yeah.
I'm where to upload that?
So
In
Chetan,
which
please.
section?
Yeah. Chetan, please, can you please show him once again?
Sorry, actually, I'm not able to hear him. His voice is a bit echoing.
Okay, so basically what you do is in order to for you to send out a particular survey, first of all you need to select the email list. You see this option called select email list?
Yes.
Yeah, so you click on select email list. It will ask you, have you already uploaded a particular email list or you want to create a new email list? You see this option over here, the
Okay.
first option. So
Okay.
as soon as you click on create email list, it will ask you to upload a particular email list in a given format, right? So just click on create
Okay.
email list once, Chetan.
Yeah, just a second.
Yeah. So as soon as you see this, now you have to name your email list. So let's say the email list for your particular, survey respondents is test one. Yeah, right? You need to now again select whether it is a survey specific list or a global list. Right now, what is a survey
Yeah. Okay.
specific list is if you're using this email list only to send it out to a particular survey, right? Only for the respondents of a particular survey. If you want to continuously use this particular list for any any further surveys that you have in your account, you can use a global list, right? And click on create new list,
Okay.
and here is how your email list has been created. Now you need to enter the email IDs into this list, for which we have two options. One is you can either import the contacts directly, or you can manually insert all the contacts. How you do manually is you enter all the email IDs of the students, enter the first names and the last names. Now let's say for example if it is 10 students that you're wanting to send it out, it is very easy, right? However, if there are
Yes.
250 students, it will be very tedious for you. So what we suggest is you click on import contacts, and Chetan, can you please click on, yeah. So just
Browse,
click on,
browse, yeah.
yeah, click on import contacts. You should have your, Excel or a CSV file ready with you on your system. The CSV file needs to be in the similar format that Chetan just showed you, which will be, the first column will be email address, then first name and then last name. Jot down all the email addresses over there and click on browse. Upload this file from here, where it is written upload, and the system will automatically have this file now, right? Now once you go back to send option where, the compose button, which is, so this over here, now this from email ID is Chetan's email ID because Chetan is sending out this particular survey, and under the to option you need to now define it to the system whether you are going to manually enter it or you're going to select it. Now because you already have a list with you, so see over here, test is what we had written. So this test list, because we haven't entered any email IDs in it yet, so which is why the count is showing 0. Otherwise, you might be able to see it for the rest of the email list. So for example, NICMAR, we have about 994 students, right? So for example, Indus,
Yes.
there is a particular 172 students on that list. So we select the list from here and then click on send and send it out. And in
Okay.
case you
Okay.
want to
Thank you.
insert the variables, then you also insert the variables in the subject body itself. I mean, in the email body itself, right?
Ma'am, this variable, sir, can you show that variable again? The options.
Chetan?
Yes, Tripti.
Chetan, if you could probably show
Hello.
insert variables once again to the students.
Okay. So Joy, once you upload, Joy, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So once you upload your email list over there, so click your cursor over hello. So like for example, if you are sending out a survey to 100 people, out of which one I'm there, Chetan. My email ID is chetansm9@gmail.com. Next is my first name Chetan, and then Manudana is my surname. So after hello, put a cursor, space. This is your insert variables option. It will take your first name and then last name. It will automatically pop up over here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so it will automatically pop up over here. So once you send out the survey, it will automatically go by the first name and last name. So for example, if I'm sending it to you and your friends, so it will you will be able to look it as a hello Joy Joy Bhaumik. Okay, so you'll be able to
Okay.
see it that way.
Similarly,
Okay.
students, one more thing, like you can see custom 1, custom 2, so many customs available over here. In case you want to add any further more variables onto the email body, you can also do that. So for example, you're
So
sending
for
it
example,
out to, all the mechanical engineering students from your college, and you want to mention it in the subject body, and you are also, sending it out to different department students, right? So each department can be added over here depending upon the custom that you're choosing, right? Cool. Chetan,
Yes, ma'am.
let's proceed. I don't think so we have any further questions.
okay. Okay, so last we have buy responses. So now what is buy responses? So basically, many times it happens that you have your questionnaire ready, but you don't know to whom you have to send that questionnaire. So for example, like I give you an example. So I have prepared a questionnaire which needs to be filled out only by the finance people, but I don't have database for finance people. So basically, buy responses will help you. So basically, you need to contact us for that. So I will help you in getting that exact authenticated database for you. So but that will be on a chargeable basis. So we have it's like we have our own sister concern company Q samples which actually make into database generation. So this is how we actually get a database also for you. Okay, so that is by responses. And then the last we have mobile. Now what is mobile? So in mobile we have an offline mobile app. Now what is offline mobile app? So offline mobile app is basically many times it happens that you are on field and you don't have internet connection. So you just need to download the offline mobile app. So once you download that from your Play Store or from your Play Store, you will be once you download from your Play Store, and you here you will have your all the details. So I've actually deleted that. So I'll have a device name, status, username, key, password. Okay, so this is the password that you need to put on your offline mobile app. So once you log into that, so once you're logged in, so you don't need to have internet connection while you are on field. So basically you can generate or gather responses on your offline app as well. and it will automatically get synced to your account once you're back into internet connection. Okay, so that is offline mobile app. So that doesn't need internet connection. Okay. Anything else, students? I'm done with the session today.
Chetan, we have a few hands being raised. Just hold on.
Sure.
No, I believe it is done.
Okay.
The question. Just hold on. Sudeep
Sure.
has asked a question. Just hold on. I'll just try unmuting him once. Hi, Sudeep.
Hello.
Sudeep, you had raised your hand.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
You have any questions for us?
Yes. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah. We can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah. We can hear
Yes,
you,
Sudeep.
Right. So I asked a question on chat. Is it good, sir? Hello.
Yes, Sudeep,
Hello?
please.
Yes.
Yes, Sudeep.
So,
Yes.
sir, I asked
Yes,
a question on chat. So the question was, can we pre-populate text in a text box? So, for example, my doubt is, if in my survey I have a text box wherein I am asking the respondent his or her name and
His or her?
like name.
His or her name, yes.
And yes. So is there a way wherein we can pre-populate that name? If I know that name, can I pre-populate it in the text box?
Sorry, I'm not able to get your question, Sudeep.
Yeah, Sudeep. I do get what your question is. We can certainly do that. Repopulating data into text boxes is possible on QuestionPro itself. So if you want to display the data into a text box by calling a custom variable with the previously stored data, you can use this particular option. What you do is you save a value into a custom variable via the email list or probably within the survey, right? And you can add an open-ended text box question by simply going into the settings and adding a question. And once you have done that, you can select a custom variable from the drop down in which the value will be stored. You get what I'm saying?
So, yes, ma'am. So that is what my next question was. Like this custom variables that sir was showing to us, first name, last name, and then he said that there are 255 variables.
Right.
So how do we define these variables? So first name, last name I got. In the email list we have second column as first name,
Right.
third column as last name.
Right.
And you mentioned that we can have a department mentioned as a custom variable.
Right.
So
you need
like,
to define
is it that we will have to mention
survey.
it in the third column, fourth column?
Yeah. So you need to define it in your survey. So we do have an option of custom variables. So what I have done is I have forwarded a help file to you on the question that you had asked on the chat option, right? So just refer to this help
Yes.
file. We have all those options available. Probably if Chetan can show it to you, that would be great right now. Chetan, can you
Ma'am,
please? Yeah, tell me.
Right. So, ma'am, the pre-populate text, I think you have shared the help file.
Right.
So that should be helpful. But then, if sir can show how we can define the custom variables.
Right.
Maybe like first name, last department, we can have one department added
Yeah,
or
so
something.
all we need to do is, Chetan, will you be able to take this question up?
No, I'm actually not getting Tripti.
Okay, no problem. So what we can do is, Sudeep, while we are defining the custom variables, you need to define as to where you want to use a particular custom variable, right? So for example, if you want to mention a department name, or probably you want to mention a college name, or probably a company name, whatsoever, you need to simply insert the custom variable, and in your email list that you're uploading, you need to define these variables. So for example, right now what we had done is the file that Chetan showed to you guys just contained a email address, first name and last name, right? Now let's say there are a certain 5 other variables that you want to include. You need to add the columns of those particular variables onto your email list and upload it. And once you do that, the system will automatically pick up the values from wherever you insert these custom variables. So for example, let's say custom variable number 4 stands for college name, right? And in the last line wherein Chetan has written in the subject body, please contact chetan.manudhane@questionpro.com with any questions. We are, let's say it says we are, we are happy to have X college on board with us. So X is custom 4. You need to insert custom 4 over here, and because it will already be uploaded in your email list, the system will pick up custom 4 which represents the college name, and that is how it will be able to identify. I hope I'm clearing your question over here, Sudeep.
Yes, yes, ma'am. So that is what I wanted to understand. Like, we will have to do it in the Excel file itself, right?
Right. We'll need to do it in the Excel
Right,
file.
right. That's what my question was. So
Okay.
that should be it. Thank you very much, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much, Sudeep. Students, do we have any other further questions probably that you guys want to ask us? You can raise your hands right now, or probably write your questions to us, and we can read them up and answer them right now itself. We're done with the webinar almost. I don't think so. There is any further things that are left to be covered. Fine. Chetan, I don't see any further questions being asked or hands being raised. I believe we can wrap up the webinar over here. Before we do that, let me just, brief you guys. So if there are people, Chetan, can you please show the referral image over here on your screen once to everyone?
Or, okay, yeah, just a second.
Right. So students, what we can do right now, we started with the internships made easy with QuestionPro a few days ago. Till now, we have conducted 9 to 10 webinars, including part 1, part 2, part 3. Right. What we'll do is now on the coming Wednesday, the part 3 webinars will be conducted from Wednesday till Friday. And on Sunday, we will be conducting another webinar, which will be covering only the part 1. And tomorrow in the evening at the same time, we also have one more webinar which is covering both part 1 and part 2. So I believe that you guys have attended the part 1 and part 2 webinars now, and for part 3 you will of course be present. So what you guys can do is, to those of your friends who haven't started attending these webinars, please do refer it to them. And right now what we're doing is the internships made easy with QuestionPro entire project. We are giving out free webinars to all the students who have registered with us for this particular program. If you become a part of the referral program, the internship referral scheme with us, you refer 5 of your friends or classmates or batchmates to us, and once you do that and all of them come and start attending all these 3 webinars, and along with you, what we will do is we will be going one step further and personally assisting on all your internship research projects. The QuestionPro mentors will be assisting you on each question or each topic of your research, and we'll be giving you, our side of insights in like making sure that you, do your internships very effectively, and, you at least derive some sort of value out of this program. So this is our earnest request from all of you that please, we do understand that most of you are coming in regularly to attend these webinars, but there are your friends and classmates who haven't started coming in attending the webinars. So please do spread around the word. We're trying to do a good thing over here to help you guys out, and we would really appreciate if all of you do get on board with us for this entire program, right? That's it from my side. We don't have any further questions. Chetan, we can wrap it up. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night.
Great. Thanks a lot, Tripti. Thanks, friends. Thank you for being the part of this session. We'll be keeping you updated for our next session. So please make sure that you attend all the sessions that Tripti actually spoke about. Okay. Thanks a lot. Good night.